Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Centre Court here at the All England Lawn Tennis Club, which this year celebrates its 150th anniversary. And in keeping with tradition on this middle Saturday of the Championships, the club's chairman, Philip Brook, has invited special guests from the world of sport to join him in the Royal Box. We will introduce them to you now. First, two women whose gold medals have been the backbone of Great Britain's recent success at the Winter Olympics. Between them, they've wrapped up skeleton gold at the last 3 games. Please welcome Amy Williams and Lizzie Arnold. From the Olympic rings to the boxing ring, a double Olympic champion who is now forging a successful career as a professional, a former multiple world champion at super middleweight, and a man who has won world titles at 2 weights. Please welcome Nicola Adams, Carl Froch, and David Hay. Now to some Paralympic medalists, 2 skiers whose 4 medals in Pyeongchang earlier this year included slalom gold and made them Britain's most successful Winter Olympians. And 2 tennis players who took gold and silver in the men's singles in Rio 2 years ago, and they're also the 2-time defending doubles champions here at Wimbledon. Please welcome Menna Fitzpatrick, Jennifer Kehoe, Gordon Reid and Alfie Hewitt. Next, a superstar from athletics who has won the biggest prizes in her sport, including world and Olympic gold. Last year, she was honoured at Buckingham Palace for her achievements, and we're honoured that she's with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dame Jessica Ennis-Hill. Well, Jess knows all about endurance, and that's something our next guest is king of. A record-breaking adventurer whose achievements include riding around the world in fewer than 80 days. Please welcome Mark Beaumont. Now to a group who are steeped in the sport of tennis. A former British #1 player who is now the Federation Cup captain. A former Fed Cup captain who has also been a driving force in developing grassroots tennis in the UK. A former Davis Cup captain who spent well over a decade at the helm. And the current captain who led Britain to a famous Davis Cup win 3 years ago. Please welcome Anne Keothafong, Judy Murray, Paul Hutchins and Leon Smith. Well, next to some sportsmen who are often below par, but only in a good way. An English golfer who shot the joint lowest score in US Open history last month. An American 7-time PGA Tour winner who also took bronze at the inaugural Olympic golf event 2 years ago. And a Spaniard we all remember when he landed his first major in a thrilling playoff at last year's Masters in Augusta. Please welcome Tommy Fleetwood, Matt Kuchar and Sergio Garcia. And now to 3 men who have also represented their countries with such distinction. A man who captained England to Ashes glory both at home and down under. A flanker who skippered England to 6 Nations success. and a Welsh legend who was one of the world's most formidable fullbacks. It's Andrew Strauss, Chris Robshaw and JPR Williams. Next to some more Olympic stars who all added to their already bulging medal collections at the Commonwealth Games in Australia earlier this year, where Gold Coast lived up to its name for the home nations. Please welcome swimmer Adam Peaty, divers Jack Law and Lois Toulson, and gymnast Niall Wilson. From sportsmen and women who have succeeded at the highest level to the commentator who has so memorably described those achievements, his words have lit up 10 World Cups, 17 Olympics and more than 30 Wimbledons. Please show your appreciation for Barry Davies. Oh, talking of the World Cup, and I know we'd all like to wish Gareth Southgate and his team the very best of luck in their quarter-final this afternoon. but we are delighted to be joined today by a true legend, a man who scored 49 goals for England and was, of course, a World Cup winner in 1966. Please welcome the one and only Sir Bobby Charlton. Back to tennis now, and a woman who broke new ground in the sport by becoming the first Grand Slam singles winner from Asia. Please welcome former French and Australian Open champion, Lina. Well, this year celebrates the 50th year since Open tennis began, and it was back in 1968 that the chairman's two special guests won their singles titles here on centre court. Firstly, an Australian who achieved the calendar year Grand Slam not just once, but twice. And an American who won a record 20 Wimbledon titles and changed the sport both on and off the court. Please welcome Rod Laver and Billie Jean King. Well, since the end of World War II, the armed forces, joined for the past 53 years by the London Fire Brigade, have provided volunteer stewards at the championships. Many of the military here today have served their country on operational duty all over the world, showing their professionalism and dedication in the most demanding of circumstances. We are honoured that they are here with us today. Please show your appreciation for our stewards, all of the emergency services, and all of today's Royal Box guests. Time now for the tennis to get underway, and I hope you have a fantastic afternoon. I'm sure you will. Thank you so much.